and then I kind of took it down because I ain't want people to see it. It's just a private video. So if somebody want to see it, I'll send them the link so they can check it out, my private life. But other than that, I ain't put it up. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to play around some more with these preamps, or should I say DIs. I also want to see if I can use these with a speaker. Like I have a QSC 10.2 speaker. And I want to use these with the speaker as well. But I want to thank the Heavenly for the opportunity to be able to see you guys. Like I said, I did a video earlier today. And now we're going to talk about something more detailed. We're going to talk about basses. And the three DIs that I have. It's like I get into one thing, like I got all these pedals really for guitar, but you know, I don't really talk about it that much because there's so many. And then I start getting into basses. Now I had to buy some bass DIs because I just wanted something different. You know, to produce with, right? So we're going to be using the Rickenbacker 4003 walnut piece. We're going to be using that, and then we're going to be using the Precision Professional 1. Pro 1. Yeah, Precision also. Okay, so let's get started. I'm just going to mess around for a little while. Actually, I'm kind of like burning time before I go get something to eat. I don't want to eat too early, but I'm going to work really early in the morning, so I figure I'm going to hit the sack real early. So I'm going to eat real early, so I can get to bed real early, so I can wake up in the morning real early and get ready to go to work at freaking 5:30. But I want to get off early because I may take a trip up, even though the gas prices are just ridiculous right now. I may take a trip up to the New Jersey music store. What's it called? New Jersey bass, guitar and bass. I might go up there. I'm not sure. Either way, I'll be off early at 2 o'clock, and I can do my thing. So let's get started. We're going to be messing around, and I don't want the camera to fall. Okay, here we have the Aguilar Tone Hammer. Okay, here we have the VTBass DI by Tech 21. Actually got an amp up there at Guitar Center too. I might want to check out for guitar. I can sell my Express and buy another bass or something. And then we had my Mooer Radar, which is an impulse device joint that got like different amps in it and stuff like that. So unlike these two, this has amps built in. And I mean, there's nothing like that new stuff they have out now for the guitars, like the pedals and the Fractal AX8 and the Line 6 Helix. It's not like that. I think it's totally small. But you have it hooked up to a USB, and you can download different impulses and responses and stuff that people set up, just like the other ones. So this is the most, I guess, involved one. So we'll start with this one first. No, we'll do that one last. Tone Hammer. All right, so here I have them all lined up together, and we're coming out and we're getting our DI, we're getting our power through phantom power to do our thing. Okay, here we have a mic here. Holla at your boy. So let's start off with the Tone Hammer. And I bought it because, again, I wanted something to really amplify the two passive basses that I have. And the other basses can go passive too, but these are the two passive basses I have. Straight passive, which is the Rickenbacker and the Precision joint, right? That's what I have as far as my definitely passive basses, right? So we're going to engage the Tone Hammer. So you see, not much of a change at all. Now since everything is up, I'm to make sure I ain't have it in vintage mode, because this one you pull out and you put the switch down, and now it's just this one. You get vintage mode, alright? Or you can just have regular mode. In vintage mode, actually, when you activate vintage mode and you put the switch down, you're just getting the back pickup, because it's just for the back pickup. But you can have it kicking with this too. As long as you got both pickups involved, you know what I mean? So, we're putting it in vintage mode because I don't get to hear this a lot in vintage mode, okay? So that means it's going to require a little bit more volume, and that is exactly why I've got the Tone Hammer, or these whenever I need to up some volume. So let's turn it up a little bit. It looks as though I don't want to, and remember this is a noisy bass too. I'm looking at the level here on my Claret 2 Pre interface is what I'm using. I was going to use the Apollo Twin, but I don't want to use her until it's time to cut vocals. Now remember, I'm a guitar player who likes to play bass, so don't be looking at me like, oh man, you know, you garbage. No, I'm not really a bass player. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit on the preamp going in. Okay, so let's put everything in now, out of vintage mode. Okay, so that's the Rickenbacker. I'm giving it more juice. Then we take it out. Which is not bad, but again, sometimes this bad boy needs some more output. You can't raise the pickup. I've been trying to raise these pickups on here. I don't think you can, so. So that's why I bought that. So we turn it up. Now you want to hear some bass? Turn the bass up. I'm going to turn the master down because I don't want to clip it too much. Treble. Okay, and then we have some mids, so you pick the frequency that you want and then you turn it up. Turn the level down. Now let's try to make it sound like a Music Man. That means bass and treble up and no mids. No, it doesn't sound like a Music Man. It's not going to happen, but more mids. So we take the mid, we'll turn everything right back to normal and just play with the mids. That honky nasal sound. Honk nasal. And a little bass. As only a Rickenbacker could sound, okay? Now we'll switch over to the other bass, but we'll just use the Rickenbacker, right? Because if it sounds good on a Rick, your basses will sound well as well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't get to see a lot of Rickenbacker reviews and stuff like that, so we ain't gonna do that. Now the AGS is supposed to be doing with some extra gain, so I'm gonna turn the gain down. Just turn that on. I'm gonna turn the gain up. So I guess that's really just to give it some growl or something like that. So that's what the AGS does. I can't see myself ever using it. I don't think I'm going to need any overdrive or anything like that. So we're not using that. Okay, now we're going to go to the VT. And what I know about the VT, see what I'm saying? Now, when I put the input, when I turn it on, it loses volume. Now I'm not sure if that's because I'm not using the Phantom, because I had a Phantom plugged in here and I really don't want to take it out and do all that. But all right, fine, take it out and do all that. No, because then I gotta do that. No, well, yeah, okay, take it out and do that. Okay, here we go. We're gonna turn this down. It really don't sound like it did anything different. Hold on, let me tell you. Hold on a minute. No, hold on, just a second, Raj. There you go. Phantom power. It didn't really do anything. It's still low. So it's still low, whether I use the Phantom power or not. When I keep getting this low, so it's still the same thing. So let's put this back, the chain back. Okay, so we saw that didn't make a difference. Now what I did notice that when I put it up to here, now it's at the same level. Actually, it's not, right? A little bit more. Oh, my bad, dummy. Here we go, the coordination. Here we go. So when I have it here, like 3 o'clock, it's about the same. About the same right there, okay? So then we have our blend. Now when you have the blend, that's off. Now on. So now we're going to blend in, because you got a blend knob here. And now it gets low, because it wants you to do some stuff here. So we're going to turn the mid up. So I don't hit that much mid because the bite in there. And it says use the bite to get that little punchy mid. And here's the speaker simulation. So you get the bite and you put the speaker simulation there, and it's supposed to simulate like a tin cabinet. Now VT is because it's supposed to be emulating the VT Ampeg. So Ampeg VT back in the day, that's what it was. I think I mentioned in a video before that only VT I ever knew about Ampeg was a VT22, but I think they had like a VT4 or something like that. So it's supposed to be sound like a VT right now. So no VT. VT. We'll level. Okay, so we blend it all the way over. So now we're using all this. Let's put some lows in there. Okay, it's good low. Highs. Okay, let's do a Music Man scoop. Lows and highs up. Turn it down a little bit. Okay, that's that. So let's put them back both in the middle. Everything in the middle. Put the volume back up on the pre. Now here's the character. We're supposed to add a little character to it. That's what I mentioned. This is almost like another EQ to me. This is like high mids if you ask me. Turn it down. Turn this mid up. That's what we mid. I'm not sure what frequency mid that is, but when you turn the character, take the bite out. Take the speaker out. Okay, now we're going to add more character. So that's more character. Bite back in. Hear that bite? Hear that bite high end bite kick in? So that bite really does bite. Blend that. Because this bass is so noisy, you're going to hear that biggity bite. With the character, we turn the character down. It's too much character. And then we have our drive, which is for you guys who like to play the rock stuff. Turn it down. Turn the drive up, I guess. I don't know how to do this. But I thought the drive was really just for like, I thought the drive was more or less, let me turn the watch calm down, for giving it like a tube sound, you know what I mean? Like saturation. Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like the versatility of it. Just want to put a little bit in there. I really don't like the drive too much. I don't think it's really doing anything for me putting the drive in there. Let's just put like a little bit. I can't play back here. Maybe if I keep on playing, maybe I'll learn how to play back there, okay? And last but not least, we're going to go to the Mooer, which is the impulse response. Holla at your boy. Now this is totally different. You hear all that hum from the bass. We turn this on. So right now the bypass now is in the mode. It's in. That's out. And now it's in. Now basically there's like, most of the presets for the basses are in the back, right? So like going backwards, starting from 31. 31 we have, 32. We got a 410 BSVT, 410 BSVT with an S, 115 BSVT, and VT again is basically emulating Ampeg. I guess some of our Ampeg basses, man, it is what it is. So that's a 410 BSVT S, 410 BSVT straight, 115, a 115 again, and then we got some 412s and stuff like that, basically for like guitars. if you had some guitar stuff. We get down here about the guitars. And like I said, these are already set. What I didn't do was erase those. I reset it, so I think I got all the ones back in there. I didn't mess around with them. What you have is, you have U26 is a 15-inch with a B, says bass, SVT amp. So you have power, you have cab, you have EQ. Means you can pick the kind of power amp and the tube you use. The cabinet is what kind of cabinet you want to use. And EQ is what kind of EQ you want to do. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We'll turn the mass up to 50. We'll turn this down. All right, let's make the mass to like 25. A quarter of the, Okay. Won't be too loud, okay. So that's the master. So I'm going to hold it down. And then it takes me, it says power amp on, the tube I'm using, the input volume, the presence, and the output. So a lot of times I try to go to the input and turn it down to 5. I use like everything on 5. Presence, 5. And then we got the output, it's 5. You just use this as a little mouse wheel and scroll down. If you guys had Axe effects and whatsoever, it kind of the same thing. You press it, turn it, whatever. All right. Now if I go back up here, I can turn this power amp off. Power amp on. So it's certainly got a little bit warmer when I turn the power amp on. Now we get the, I'm going to select that, push it down, I'm going to go to the kind of tubes I want. 6L6, 6V6, EL34s, EL84. L6. So this is the tube you get 6L6, 6V6, EL34, and EL84. So I like the 6V6, nice and warm. And then we're going to scroll back and it says save it. So I'll save it. And you can save, I can save it to the preset save, right? Save. But now we're going to go to more. So I got to go back again. Let me get out of it. Then it goes to next. So when you save, then you go to next. Hit next. I can have a cabinet on or off. I'm going to turn the cabinet on. Press on. Cabinet's on. Now I'm going to go to the model. It lets you pick different models. BSVT. Remember, I got to put it on BSVT. So you can pick anything. You can press like a little charger amp. That's a charger amp. Solo S. It says Solo S. Rectifier. So those are pretty much guitars. Green, German G. That's probably a guitar with 412. But here we have a BSVT with 115. BSVT with 410s. Let's go BSVT with 810s. Wow. Now I'm going to go up here and turn the cabinet off. Cabinet on. So now let's go to what kind of mic. You can pick the mic that you want, the mic, your amp. Or mic one of the speakers or the cones. So we go, right now it's on the MD441. That's a Sennheiser. That's a 421. SM58. SM57. A C4000B. That's AKG. I know my mics. I'm a producer, right? C3000. Oh, then the MXL 2003. I don't know why they use the MXL. Mine. Are you serious? It should let you pick the kind of mics you want and load them. This is the MXL 2000. 2001. And then we have a Rode NT1. So I like the Rode NT1, select it. Then we're going to go to the mic volume. You can turn the mic up. That's 15. That's minus 15. So we put it at 0. Now we can pick the edge, how we want it to the cone edge. And that's from 0 to 30. That sounds like the outside right there. Up to 30. Sound like the inside. And now you select that, and now you can pick the distance, how far you want it away. $50, I guess, is all the way close. You select that. And there you go. So that's the whole thing about the impulse response. You can save it, or you hit next. And now you got the graphic EQ. And I don't have it in because I don't feel like dealing with that. Or if you don't want to use a graphic EQ, you can use a parametric EQ. So that's pretty cool. You get a parametric EQ, you get a graphic EQ, or you can have it off. All right, it's off. Turn it back on. Graphic. So I did some of the graphic, or it was already impulse like this, where 50 is turned down, 120 is almost half, 350 is halfway, 800 a little bit down. But you can change those EQ parametrics you get: 50, 120, 350, 800, and 450K, or 4,500. I don't think you can change those, or can you? Can you change the frequencies that you use on the parametric? Oh, let's see. No, but you got, oh, that's okay. So that's the graphic. That's the graphic. 50, 120, 360, 800, and 4.5. But then the parametric, you can change it. You're supposed to be able to change it. You go to the frequency that you want, 40, 30. Now the lowest that go is 40, and then you go to the Q, which is how wide you want it. Want a narrow band, wide band, and you can have it in or out. You can have low frequency. You can have the high frequency off. And you can have a low frequency cut out too. So this thing does a lot. There's a lot of impulse responses. So you can pick the low frequency if you want it out, or you can pick the high frequency. Or high bypass. So high bypass is off. And the low bypass is all the way up. So that's the more impulse response bad boy. I'm not going to save it because I just want to come out of it. So you just hit it. Hit it again. And now it's bypass. And that's it. That's the video, y'all. I gotta get ready to go. I am getting hungry. Go grab a little grub and whatsoever, man. It was nice sitting here playing with y'all. And I'm sorry, like I said, I really wanted to use the Precision 2, but doing 2 basses would be a little bit much. I should have did the Precision though, because that way I know a lot more people really have Precisions and they have the Rickenback. But again, I was thinking this way: if these bad boys could get a Rick to sound good, and y'all know how Rick sound, really bland sounding, but they have their own tone. If either one of these can get the Rick to sound good, then you know your bass gonna sound good. All right, so that's it. Talk to y'all later. Be well. Take care of yourself. Talk to you later. All right, and I'm out. I don't know why I put these headphones on, trying to make sure my level is still right, because I can't turn the speakers up. I can't turn the speakers up in the studio because of feedback because of the mic, so I can't turn this up. You know what I mean? See? Because I'm using the speaker. They join right there. All right, I'm out, y'all. Take care of yourself again. Later. Yeah, buy some of that RaJuR do cool music. Buy an album. Buy a single. However you want to do it. Now I'm out. Later.